Hello, I want to welcome you to Sun Moon Star Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. These next 4 bell sounds are to align us and to bless this reading. Today's reading is Tarot Vlog number 5, and it is a twin flame reading for myself. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with that. On the bottom of the deck here we have Guarded. As a shadow card, these are the Twin Flame Shadows Mystic Moon Oracle, and that is totally my vibe and energy. I am a Scorpio, so I do embody just like not holding my cards to my chest, basically. And then so on the bottom of the deck for tarot, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So for me, that's external change, right? So this is headspace, heart space. So headspace. Here we have Page of Pentacles reversed. Pages are immature, like just because they're a page, but reversed, this is like even more so. The immaturity basically is just really like coming through. So I don't think we're ready to have union if this is my like twin flame. You know, I don't think this union is anytime soon with this page coming in reversed. Okay. We have material worlds. I'm trying to focus on my bag too. So, focus on money, bag money. You know, so I understand that. We have barrier and karmic partner coming in. Yeah, this union is not ready to come into fruition yet, and that's okay. It's just the work that I have to do and work that he has to do to clear out this old energy that we have, and I do have an old person, like, so I understand. And then we have the Star card, and that's hopes fulfilled. Whenever there is a major arcana, I clarify with the Mystic Moon. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify. Oh, and then like, it's funny how Guarded and Barrier like look really similar too. I mean, this is the same deck. I mean, the same people, Mystic Moon, but still, for both cards to come out, you know. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and then pull the clarifier. Yeah, free will. Yeah. So, and settling on the bottom of the deck here. I always get settling on the bottom of the deck for some reason. Lord knows why. But for me, that's just saying I have the power to speed this process up, or I have the power to slow this process down. So I'm going to go ahead and turn all of this over. Yeah. Heart space. For my 10th flame, he's feeling the 3 of Pentacles energy, so an energy going to co-create with the universe. But then we have the Page of Swords coming in. That's another immature energy coming in. And then we have the 5 of Cups. So maybe he's still looking in the past at old relationships and old connections that he had, and he hasn't let that go yet. And I say he because it's a he, trust me. Yeah, but it's just like more like of a secret. Like, you see these cards here, like this energy necessarily isn't bad. It's because 3s relate back to the Empress. So like, he's wanting to like call in this like connection, I feel, but he just has some barriers and like a karmic partner probably. And then also the 5 of Cups, which is just looking back into the past and not realizing what you have and thinking that everything is over basically. So yeah, I definitely understand that energy. And then the Shadow card, superficial. That's interesting. I'm gonna pull a clarifier for that one. I don't think I'm superficial. I can be, I mean, everyone can be superficial, but I guess in the extreme for tomboys. I got a reading done once, and she said his name is going to be Alex. So I guess for this reading, and whenever I do a twin flame reading for myself now, I'm going to call him Alex until I meet him, and then maybe he won't be an Alex. Okay, a lot came out. We have conclusion and release. Yeah, so I really feel like this is the superficial energy is like holding on to a false connection, because we have the 5 of Cups here, and that's just 5 of Cups is really just like you kind of like being very attached and very like holding on to. Alright, but then we have conclusion and release coming in. So for me, that's saying he needs to release his partner or release whatever baggage he has. And so same with me, you know? So that's what I'm doing. Trying to clear out that energy to bring in this connection. And but it wasn't like to see what he's like or anything. I just wanted to see his headspace and heart space. I don't like, I want my person to be a surprise looks wise. So I don't like reading cards. Oh, sorry. I don't like reading cards. So I'm like, what does he look like? I'm saying, no, I want that to be a surprise. I just need to know like the blocks and whatnot. I'm just gonna pull two. One for headspace. Spirit advice for headspace for divine masculine and advice for heart space for divine masculine. And I'm using these gorgeous cards. These are the sacred geometry cards. Okay, headspace. Delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. And that's very ironic because I pulled a card for my page and joy was the word that I used. That's interesting that joy is coming in. So I think that's a frequency that I need to embody more too. Definitely, since it's coming out twice. And also the orange and the pink and the red is totally sacral chakra vibes here and totally heart chakra vibes. So like just like your basic four chakras. So like your heart chakra and then your ego chakra and then sacral chakra and then muladhara or your root chakra. And then we have coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for the optimal ability to create reality that we desire. Yeah, so that's like for me, get clear about what you want and really like alchemize your thoughts and your feelings. Like whenever you have a feeling that pulls you like too far in one way, like in too far, like basically if you see something as right or wrong, like I don't want to say it because the ego automatically applies this to murder, right? Like murdering someone. But what I'm saying here is like with thoughts, with thought patterns, with belief systems, not with like actual actions, but with just like within yourself. When you have when you have a thought and you like feel super attached to it and like you're like, this is the only right way to do this. This is the only right way to do that. That's ego. So this card for me is basically saying loosen the grip on your ego and alchemize thoughts and feelings in your heart space to open up your heart chakra. And then so on the bottom of the deck we have miracle here. Okay, it says the frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of source and therefore a belief that anything is possible. Yeah, because when you are a part of source, you are source. And that's why I never jive with Christianity really well, because it's like they separate you from him. They make it seem like you're not a part of him at all. I'm just gonna end it here. So thank you so much for watching this video. If it resonated with you and if you find value in my content, please subscribe and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.